What's up, guys? So I'm filming my intro right now, but I just wanted y'all to let y'all know I found a great video editing app. So in the DC vlog, I can finally get it done, and everything is going to turn out great, hopefully, and it will be done before next week, I believe. So don't worry, it's coming soon. Just quick little reminder, welcome back to my channel, guys. I know it's been a few weeks, don't worry, I'm fine. I'm just, not as motivated anymore, but I've been stressed out with testing and all, so because it's coming up soon, and it's just crazy. But back to the video.
Hi. I know this is really bad lighting, but we're gonna have to work with what we have because it is nighttime and I haven't made a video in a few weeks because I've been feeling really unmotivated lately. But I told myself after I got out of the shower for the first time in 2 days, which isn't really that long, but because I've gone longer, way longer. But I've been feeling really unmotivated these past few days, and I think that doing this may help me. But today we're gonna be talking about a special friend of ours that comes once a month. Ladies, this is a video for you. We're gonna be talking about one of the most uncomfortable, but somewhat an uncomfortable conversation, and that is your periods. So I've got a few friends of ours here. Here is the maxi pad, pads with wings, and last but not least, the tampon. Now, girls, your period is a very scary thing. I know, I've been a woman for 2 years now, and it's okay. But there is definitely a lot of things that comes with this, good and bad. The good is that, one day you'll be able to, have kids. The bad, you have cramps, mood swings, and not only that, but you have cravings. And so I'm going to be talking about my moods and some of my weirdest cravings. But the first thing first, what do you use? So beginners use these things. So these are just regular pads, and I think these have wings. Yes, these have wings. So this is what it looks like on the inside. And right here they have like this little thing so that you can, open it up and attach the wings to your panties. I use the wings. I only use the pads with the wings when I use pads, just because I usually find myself having my panty liners, or like my thick panty liners, like scrunching up, and that's not good because you will leak. But that's just from my personal experience. Other girls, it's different, but I move around a lot in the day, so a pad with wings is definitely what beginners, I think, if you are a beginner and you don't really want to get into tampons right away, which was fine. I waited a year to start using tampons, and I only used tampons when I absolutely had to. Now I use them every time along with pad, just because my period is definitely has a lot of heavier flow, but I don't wear them to sleep. I wear like 3 pads to sleep though. So these little things, beginners, but if you're a beginner and these things just don't cut it for you and they only give you a few hours of protections and you want like 8 hours of protections, you would use this thing called a maxi pad. So it's a pad. It's a thicker pad though, and it catches a lot. These don't have wings, but these are definitely very good for if you have a heavier flow. And not only, like, just to pause my train of thought real quick, no matter who it is, ladies, I don't care if it's somebody who despises you. I've literally gone up to somebody who I hate and they hate, not hate, but we just don't really like each other that much just because, you know, we tick each other off. Like, in a very bad way. I've been like, hey, do you have a tampon or a pad? She's like, yeah, girl, I got you. No matter what, a girl will always have your back if you are on your period. There has never been a time where a girl has been like, yeah, I do, but you can't have one. Because they know how it is. And they wouldn't want that to happen to them. So, no matter what, girls, we always have each other's back when, you know, it's that time in the month. But anyways, maxi pads, back to my original train of thought. Maxi pads, they're thicker, so if you are a beginner and you have a heavier flow, these are definitely the ones to use. Now, ladies, for a year or a year and a half in, there's tampons. Now, beginners can use tampons. I did not use tampons until I was about 13 years old. I am 14 now, and I will be 15 in August. But these things, there's different sizes. I think there's some kind of small. And then there's regular, super, super plus, and I think ultra. I was at a point in my life where I was using super plus. This is regular. Super plus is like 2 times the size. And the only reason I was using super plus was because I had a really heavy flow and I didn't have, you know, access to pads, so I just had to, you know, stick with those. But tampons, definitely, I would use these. If I'm in PE, I use a tampon at all times. Well, and I'm in PE because you can move around quicker in them. And even if I have a super plus tampon and I will put on a panty liner, just so it catches like little leakings. But tampons are your friends. You may be scared of them, but don't feel that you are forced to use them either. Some girls go all their lives wearing pads, which is completely fine. I just prefer to use pads and tampons because I have a really heavy flow, so it's just easier for me like that, so I know that I will not leak. But so beginners with a heavier flow, maxi pads. Beginners with lighter flow, regular thin pads, and then, you know, more advanced tampons. But I mean, even if you are a beginner, like, ask your mom first, or your sister, or your cousin, aunt, grandma. Like, they will help you. My mom did not let me start wearing tampons until probably it's hard to say because it was kind of a mutual decision. I was like, well, I don't want to use tampons now. But my mom was like, yeah, you probably shouldn't use those until, you know, your period starts to get more regular. And I was down with it. I was like, okay, yeah. So, but, and even if, like, you don't have, like, a lady or a friend that you can, you know, teach you how to use tampons. There's instructions inside the box, where to enter it. And it will hurt at first when you are a beginner. It hurt for me, but it kind of felt like a pressure valve releasing. That sounds super weird, but that's just how it felt. But I mean, definitely ask a trusted, lady, because they will help you, and you don't want to, stick it in the wrong place. Terrible to do that. And whether it's your coach or your best friend, like I said, no matter what, a girl will always have a girl's back when it comes to periods, because they know how it is. But I don't care if this person, is like Voldemort to you and you're Harry Potter. They will always have your back. I've never been in a situation where that has happened to me, nor have I ever seen somebody be in that situation where that has happened to them. I literally walked into the bathroom one time, and I was leaving on Third Bell that day, because I was going home with my friend. But I walked in, and I was like, I need to go to the restroom. This literally happened 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. And so I was like, does somebody have a pad? And I was in the bathroom stall. I was like, does somebody have a pad? And they were like, yeah, girl, I got you. And so I was like, okay. It was literally just the most randomest thing. But no matter what, a girl will always have your back. Next thing. These lovely things called moods. Girls, no matter what, you will always be moody when it's near your period, or, sometimes even 2 weeks away from your period. Because after about a year of your period and your period starts getting regular, or 2 years, I think, you start this lovely thing called ovulating, which is basically when your eggs are your babies are, or your eggs, your babies, which are your eggs, are most fertile. Meaning that, when you're on an ovulating schedule, oh, listen, oh, we can have kids this time. Obviously, I will not be having kids anytime soon, but I just thought I'd make this video literally because I'm ovulating this week. And so, normally around this time, I start getting sick, which sucks because I was sick 2 weeks ago when I was on my period. And now I'm sick again, and I start getting sinus pressure headaches. I start feeling like I'm gonna vomit. I literally wake up wanting to die and just go back to sleep, and it's not a depressed thing, it's just like I don't feel well, and I would rather, not move. Not move. That's when you're on your period. But, I mean, I usually get really bad headaches around this time. I just got I had a sinus pressure headache before I took my shower, and now I'm fine. But I do feel a headache coming in on my eyebrow, right there. It happens. And most of the time, I feel like I was in a really bad mood today. People were I literally felt like, oh my god, people are trying to tick me off. And I literally almost punched a girl because of it. Because I was tired of her attitude and I wasn't going to deal with it. And this girl in my grade, I'm not going to go into that, but maybe later. But, yeah. But moods is a weird thing, because I'm completely bipolar when it comes to this. I could be happy 1 minute, crying the next, and then throwing punches at a wall. And other times I'm just chill. But usually you don't want to tick me off when, I'm on my period, because if you do, there is a chance that you will get your head ripped off. And as serious as I want that to be, it's not that serious. But it is. If I tell you don't tick me off, don't tick me off. That's for every girl, because they don't want to have to, yell at you. They get in trouble by their teacher or their parent. And when they ask you, why are you, acting out like this, say, I'm on my period. I've literally given that excuse to people when, I got in trouble because, I just went off on somebody. I'm just like, listen, I'm on my period. I told her not to test me, and she did. And they've let me go. Because it's not okay to test a girl, especially when she's on her period. At this time, she's going through her changes, and she feels literally like she wants to die all of the time because she has cramps, cravings, and mood swings. Don't tick off a girl when she's on her period. If she tells you to back off, back off. Anyways, just thought I'd get that out of the way real quick. Next thing. I think the last thing. Cravings, moods. I think this might be it. But cravings. Cravings are definitely weird. There have been times where I have wanted dark chocolate, and I'm usually a dark chocolate gal. I don't like regular chocolate. I think it's disgusting, but that's just my opinion. I do, however, love sweets when I am on my period. I could eat sweets for literal days. Not like sour sweets, but like actual sweets. So, anything sugar, caffeine, coffee is a big one. I drink a lot of coffee when I am on my period, because if not, I will be literal dead on the inside. And overall, if I don't have coffee, I'm just not in a good mood. But that's me every day. So, but, I mean, cravings is a weird thing, because there have been times where I have wanted, pizza, and then times where I have wanted Oreos and peanut butter. Pickles. Pickles is a big one. I eat a lot of pickles when I am on my period. And then I also drink a lot of pickle juice when I'm on my period, because life hack, I'm going to tell y'all this is my little secret, keep this between us girls, pickle juice helps your cramps go away. Also, a lot of Midol. Midol is literally my lifesaver. I've literally stuck a Midol in my Ziploc bag, put it in my bag, and just took it at school, kind of secretly, because we're not supposed to have medicine at school, and you're supposed to give it to the office and then sign paperwork, and it's just terrible. So I don't do that. I literally stick it in my bag, one in my bag, and if I'm just feeling it, I grab it out of my bag, say, can I go get some water? And then I go get some water, and pop it. But Midol is your friend. Also, gummies. Vitamins are very well because they help you feel more energized. I use one a day teens, and it works. I'm not really sure what vitamins do, but they help. I don't know. They make me feel more alive. But that's really it, you guys. But like I said, your period is an amazing thing. It will one day help you have babies. Now the thought of that scares me, because if I have a kid like me, I will be scared. But I'm really tired. Like I said, I'm ovulating this week. So I'm really just trying to get through this week. Oh, and fun fact, we start final exam testing on the week I start my period. Maybe it'll push off for another week. Hopefully it will, but if it doesn't, you know what? Oh well. But remember, girls, you can always ask a trusted adult, a friend, even somebody you hate, to give you advice. Because no matter what, girls will always have each other's backs, because it's not a thing where you're like, I don't know. But, I mean, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe and comment down below, and I'll link my logins, my username, to all my social medias down below, and I'll see you guys later. Peace, love you.
So, it's a few days later, so I just want to let y'all know that all is well with me, because I didn't give y'all a proper outro or an intro, but, this is my outro. I'll film my intro later, but, I want y'all to know that everything is fine, but I do have testing coming up, so it may be a little hard for me to film, but I'm gonna try as much as I can. I love y'all. Excuse my voice, it's like gone, but peace.